had to go take a walk because I feel like with this Cancer moon, it's just all this pent up emotion, right? It's a full moon right now. And I just kind of want to just break free, whatever that means to you. It just kind of the vibes, I just wanted to break away from the normal hustle and bustle of life, from expectations, responsibilities, burdens. It's just about like releasing all of that shit, right? Very introspective vibes. What makes it more interesting is that Cancer rules the 4th house, and full moons are always about releasing, right? But also, in the same time releasing, since this is one of the first moons of the year, this one could be used for setting intentions for how you would like for the rest of the year to go as well. And I was going to flip some cards too. I might still do that to make a visual. But right now, I'm just going to take a seat in the grass, even though it's probably kind of wet. I'm going to do some grounding. I feel like that's the most beneficial with using this energy. To really just clear out the cobwebs, clear out, revise, re-edit what didn't work, what is working, and be able to integrate all the lessons that you've learned about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses up to this point. And going back to Cancer ruling the 4th house, it rules first of all, that's the IC, the Amon colon, which is the root. It's the foundation. Whenever you look at your astrology chart, the 12 houses, this is the 4th house, Cancer, ruled by the moon. Moon rules the subconscious and the emotions, the validity of it all, the volatility. One of those sayings is the way to say that word correctly, right? But the main point being that also represents the mother. Opposite to Cancer is Capricorn. Capricorn rules the 10th house, which is the career, the MC, midheaven. It is what you leave in this world, how you show up, what the world is expecting of you, how you can best utilize your energy to participate as a piece within the whole, right? And so during Capricorn season, which is the season we're currently in until the towards the end of January, right? And then it becomes Aquarius season, around January 22nd, January 23rd, something like that. And, it's ironic how the energies at play are like aligned, right? How they're set up, because you have the opposite signs, Capricorn season and Cancer moon, full moon. And to add more emphasis to the potency of this moon, it is called the wolf moon. The wolf moon can be relating to whether you're an individual of a pack or you're a lone wolf separating the pack from the pack, right? But at the end of the day, still knowing where you belong, or still finding your tribe, right? Figuring out where you fit in society. And I definitely feel like that's right on the money when it comes to the Cancer full moon being a Capricorn season, right? Figuring out how to integrate the resistance, if you will. Playing fly overhead for confirmation. Going somewhere. Where are you going? Where is your direction, right? Where are you headed? Where have you been? And to me, that's the whole transition from, and the relationship that it's built on the 4th house and the 10th house, Cancer and Capricorn. Again, the 4th house is representing your mother wounds, ancestors, roots, the forming years, like the founding fathers of your life. And then 10th house is what you utilize with all that energy. Also represents the father womb or the sun. And there's always chaos in the storm, right? Chaos before the calm. Just like tornadoes causing havoc, wreaking havoc. But afterwards, you get a shit ton of clarity. There's a clearance. And all this to say, just allow the energies at play to sift you out of the bullshit that you've accepted up to this point. Or settle on another cycle that you're going to deal with these same lessons, maybe with different faces, until you get the point, until you move differently, you act differently. Disruptions, distractions. How do you first react to things? If you feel like a steam pot that's cooking and it's about to boil over, just know that you can channel that energy for your highest good. All emotions can be expressed at the low end and the high end. It really just depends on how you've learned and how you teach yourself or reteach yourself or reprogram your subconscious to react and respond, and how you utilize anger, how you utilize frustration, how you nurture yourself versus the nature that you are accustomed to, right? And knowing that at the end of the day, you have choices to make, especially when it comes to the debate of free will versus predetermined, realities. If your life is already written, then do you actually have free will? And though it's a slippery slope conversation, at the end of the day, your free will lies within the choices that you are able to make within your life and how they affect others as well. And I think that definitely indicates a lot of the Cancer Capricorn axis, right? The crab and the sea goat, which was the monster that was created for Scorpio. Look into the mythologies of everything. Look into the etymology of words and what they mean. What they did mean versus how they're interpreted now. And then create your own. Create something new, right? If something is repeated or regurgitated over and over again, that means that you still have something to learn. You still have something to grow from. And you rather learn these things sooner than later. That way you can give yourself a chance to start a new cycle fresh, Breath work is going to be important during this time. Eating more cleanly. Feeding yourself things that nourishes your heart, right? And your immune system and your circulatory system. Giving your lungs a break. Detoxing. And also being catapulted into a new cycle, a new reality, new paradigm, whatever you want to call it, whatever resonates with you. Go out and get some nature. Get some nourishment from Mother Earth. Talk to her. Talk to the trees. Talk to the grass. Go touch some grass. I see a yellow butterfly confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. It's always nice to know that you're never far removed from being connected to everything, even if you feel like you are. That's the beauty of choice. Ring on the truth. You have a choice and a say-so in everything. Don't be docile. Don't be a passenger. You know, don't be on autopilot. It's time to really put in the work, because you matter. And if you don't matter to anyone else, you should definitely matter to your damn self, right? If someone were to ask you, are you not the main character in your life? What do you say? All these confirmations and these signs, but do they mean anything to you, or do you just brush them off when they're presented to you? How many times do you ask Spirit, God, the universe, the divine, to show you signs and synchronicities, yet you ignore them? Yet you're in denial. Yet you don't believe. It's time to think about all these things. This energy will be mostly potent with the next 2 weeks. Mind you, we are still under 3 retrogrades currently: Uranus, Mars, and Mercury. Take a look at what these planets mean, what they represent, what energies do they encompass. And always remember that you are not just one sign, you are the whole zodiac. You have a whole birth chart of all energies at play, whether you have a planet or a sign in a house or not, whether it's at 0 degrees. Each house has its own energy. So you are, and you encompass all of these qualities of all of these energies. Reading your birth chart and understanding astrology just kind of helps you put a name to a face, and it gives you more insight on what these energies are and how to utilize them better for yourself. This is the type of energy that you have built up in your system, right? This is your blueprint. And it shows you key points on strengths and weaknesses and how to utilize them, just as much as how to strengthen the weaknesses. 2 yellow butterflies, confirmation. And a bunch of squirrels, birds. I even see a fat ass bee. I hope this helps. I hope this resonates. Even if it helps one person, I've done my job and my due diligence. And I'm satisfied with what I've put out to the world today.